Today we're working on the microbead. I'm going to show you some application tips and some tricks just to make the process a lot easier. So simply looking at the bead itself, we can see the bead and then the two loops coming through. We have the two different colors. Those really are just so you can separate the two. There's no significance behind the color. If you want to pull through the white bead first, you can, or the pink bead, it doesn't really matter. The importance is that we get the hair to go through the bead, around the bead, and through the bead again. This is what gives it all of its strength when holding once it's clamped. An important thing to notice is that when you pull out the hair extension, you will see that the natural separation where the loop ends come out makes a nice part in the hair. This actually is one of the most helpful things for when holding, because you can see it keeps them separate. And if I can get the hair to go down and through that part, I'll have less likely chance that there will be extra hairs coming out or things will get caught in. So let me show you how that works. Pull the hair through. Pulling the one bead through. We're not going to pull it all the way through before we put it through the next one. That way we don't have to hold the hair. But see, as I pull off the first one, I now have my hair held and it's already through my second loop. So now I just have to pull that second loop through and hold that with my fingers. And as you can see, the pink hair is still behind all my fingers. So this allows us to slide it up nice and easy before we clamp it. Now it's very important that you clamp it along with the head. You never want to clamp it coming out. That way you don't have the bead sticking out. This will form flat to the head. Another really important thing about these is that the hair treats pliers in particular, they do not close all the way. That is very important because we don't want to squeeze the bead too much. That will cause stress on the sides of it, which will allow it to break later on. If you can maintain using these, it doesn't close all the way, you will get a much longer lasting hair extension. They can use these things for years. So now I'm going to show you for a retouch application. So let's assume for a second that this client has had these on for 5 months and now they have slid down a little bit. This is something that people often ask about, is how do I get that hair that's caught in the middle of the hair extension? And this is a very simple thing that people don't really think about, but the natural hair on the head is shorter. So by simply just kind of holding it out and bouncing it, the hair will naturally separate itself just because of the lengths. So you can use this as a fun little trick just to make it easier on yourself. So now I'm going to re-loosen that. And then I can just pull that bead up. And then retighten it. Really quite simple.